Guys, it's finally here. I'll be doing live streams, like, one of them at least. Gravity, 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 gravity. Hey everyone, how's it going? So, back in the grind, back in the saddle, back in town. But if you're an active follower of the channel, then you already know that. So yeah, I had busy times with like my university, finishing up my master's. Then I took a little vacation back at home. So yeah, it was like really busy times, especially in June. So now I just want to do a whole recap for the last 2 months that I haven't really covered. So this will be for May and June in total, like what have I been doing behind the scenes. Alright, so let's get into it. As I usually do, let's start off with the stats. So how much I practiced and how many lessons I had. So in May, I had 26 out of 26 sessions, so still a perfect month, grinding it through, and I had 4 lessons with my coach. And more specifically, so in those sessions, what I did was, so first, 6-minute warm-up, including like support, waking everything up. And then I did a lot of tongue training in May. Yes, a lot of tongue training, a lot of that action, which I'll get into very shortly. So I did 20 minutes of that. Then, where am I? Just looking at my notes. Then I did, 10 minutes of just agility, sort of doing quick riffs, runs. And then a month I did like 5 minutes of falsetto. And then lastly, 30 minutes on practicing songs. Okay, let's get into the tongue training. So, this is something I've already covered in the last few months, which I'll be doing more and more, but it's like, I'm getting more and more serious about it because I'm seeing the effects, how much like using the tongue and just speaking and like also singing, like how much it can actually help. So one aspect of it was I continued with my rapping. What up? With my raps. So yeah, that's really good just to get used to like speaking with like a really quick speed, which is something that I've always been like a really mellow guy, and you can totally see that in my earlier videos where I'm just like chilling, just like there's no energy coming out or whatsoever. And that also reflected in the way I just use my tongue and just, my overall expression. If you want to see my evolution of rapping from the previous monthly recap, then have a look at these clips. Hit it down south of the Bantamaway, North Carolina. Hit it down south of the Bantamaway, North Carolina. Hit it down south of the Bantamaway, North Carolina, started putting out his headlights. Hit it down south of the Bantamaway, North Carolina. I can love and bird, but we can never go one relationship with each other. Alright, so yeah, definitely can spit some faster bars. Second way where my tongue training got like more serious and just more advanced is that I would try to notice where like my jaw would sort of get jammed and really cramped, because that's something I've noticed, like I have so much jaw tension, and when I'm speaking, it's like jaw should move, but it shouldn't be like the main sort of engine. So the tongue should still be doing most of the work. Like that's what my coach has been telling me. And so I would then experiment, try to see, okay, in which sort of syllables my jaw would want to cramp up the most, and like my jaw would just not do anything. And so I found like there are a lot of syllables where just my jaw would just cramp up. And so they were G, then P, B, then S, like a ch, like check, then also V, M, N, I maybe already said them, but so yeah, I just found like, okay, like those are the syllables where my jaw would cramp up the most, and then I would just come up with the weirdest and craziest phrases that would, use those syllables. So for example, I came up with like, so green grass, gravity, well, sure, sir. Like, complete nonsense. Then other one was with a D. Yeah, D was also one big one. So I came up with like danger, dangerous, Danish dandy. So while I would do with these phrases, I would just really try to use only my tongue and just let my jaw be loose and just let it fall as it is. And so you can see this like in these clips. Green grass, gravity, sure, sir. Wavy waves, wavy bananas,
Wait, banana. I know this looks and sounds completely ridiculous. Check the sound, check.
I know that is just so weird and just like completely bizarre, but hey, like just learning singing is like a really weird thing that I've found. Or at least when you don't have like any talent, you just need to build up your whole system. The way you express yourself is like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you need to work on, and that has to be like one of the weirdest things. And then at the end of May, I started to pick up and use more of my falsetto. Just really started training my falsetto, which is something I haven't done for like more than a year. And actually, like when I started using it, just testing out how it is like, yeah, I was surprised. Like it wasn't that bad at all, and you guys enjoyed it as well. So that was really good, really cool to see. And so now that's something I'll be training definitely more of. Then June came about, and that's when it got like really busy with school and everything. And I'll just throw up the stats over here, which like they didn't change that much, but just like I didn't have that much time to focus on YouTube, but I was still doing all my singing. So yeah, you will see my stats right now where you're going. And yeah, so in June I started to really focus on just getting rid of the tension that I would have in my low range. I've already told you this, like that my speaking voice has been so abrasive, and like that also translates very well to singing. So where I would just start phrases is like I would just sort of jump on my vocal cords and larynx, like so you go oh, like that. But it's like you gotta just sort of smoothen into it and just feel the resonance and like engage, sort of. Yeah, it was like the cliches thing, like engage in your support and body. But that's what it is. Like you want to feel like the sound just sort of coming out. So I don't know. It's like I had still developed like this thing that I would just want to just sort of jump into the sound, but instead of just really letting it out. So that is pretty much how I spent my time when I had like the 15 minutes for technique. I would just slowly wake up my voice and just sort of start with like lower range, and then I wouldn't be that loud, and just start gradually increasing the voice and everything. And this is something you can see in my first live stream that I did, which guys you can check out as well. I'll put it down in the description. So that I would just gradually wake up my sort of voice and body, and I would try to like be smooth as possible. I just mentioned live stream, and yeah guys, it's finally here. I'll be doing live streams, like want to do them at least 50 times a week, and this is like what I wanted to do pretty much from day one. Not in the sense like maybe live stream, but like my purpose and intention has always been that I want to document my journey as close as possible to real time. And then what better way to do it than with like live stream, where I can just practice, and you guys can ask questions, and we can just sort of share everything together, and like see like what really goes into just becoming a better artist, musician, singer. So and yeah, the first one I did a few days ago, which was amazing. Maybe it's a little bit awkward, just finding like the flow and dynamics of it, but yeah, I mean that's like an experiment. I think I will just get better at it as it goes. In regards to times, so I will be doing the practicing as I've been doing for more than a year, like so right before work in the morning. And so since I live in Europe, in Holland, so that will be probably not the ideal time, say when you live in the US or in Canada. So say you live in the US, in LA, that will be around 11 p.m. midnight. In the East Coast, let's say New York or Toronto in Canada, that will be around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I hope you guys, if you're awake, just join me up. We can talk, chat, get to meet all of you guys, and just keep on doing and growing. So yeah, super excited about that. And yeah guys, so next cover, which I already practiced in my first live stream, is the Oasis Don't Look Back in Anger classic. So stoked about that as well. And yeah guys, so subscribe and also hit that notification bell, so with that, like, you will be notified with every live stream or video just right off the bat. So do that. And hey guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon.